What's up, you guys? Welcome to Fightful. Sean Ross Sapp here with a name you know, the first ever women's AEW tag team champion. You'll be able to see her in action this upcoming weekend, this Saturday. AEW World's End on HBO Max pay-per-view. Mercedes and Athena against the Babes of Wrath. But I've got another little one to reveal here. She was the 2024 co-winner of the Fightful Award for Funniest Wrestler of the Year, but a little preview, guys. She is the sole winner this year.
What? Stop
Take
it.
that one, Chelsea Green.
Oh my gosh. What? I'm so honored, and I'm just on my own this year.
Just on your own.
Just on my own. I will say I am a huge fan of Chelsea Green. I think she is so amazing, and she's very funny, very funny. I was honored to share it with her last year. I thought if anything, she'd take it or we'd share it again. But I can't believe it. So I'm on my own this year.
So we do these as a fan vote, and last year the original fan vote was an even tie. So I was like, oh, we'll do a tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker was also a tie. And I was like, this is meant to be. It was supposed to happen this way.
That's crazy.
There's no way. But man, look at that beautiful championship on your shoulder. How are you feeling here? I mean, you have come such a long way over the last couple of years, and it's something that so many people have taken notice of.
Thank you. I feel very honored is the best way I could describe it. Is I feel very honored because it means a lot to represent AEW, and it is amazing to be a part of history now. Like Willow and I, the first ever AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. It's something that we are just so thankful and excited. We're really honored to represent it, and first ever. So we'll go down in history, baby.
And I mean, Willow was your introduction to AEW, if I'm not mistaken. She was your first match, wasn't she? In AEW.
She was my first match in AEW, and actually that was the second match of my life. I know. So it's crazy. I said to her, I say it all the time. It's such a full circle moment. We've had a lot of them. I was like, you're my first match that I ever had in AEW. Even when we were just in Cardiff, it was crazy that we were there together as as champions, because this time last year we were in Cardiff as opponents. So it's there's been a lot of full circle moments between us, and it's really wonderful to have been in so many great experiences in this journey with her.
What's the process of becoming a tag team with somebody and developing specifically the in-ring moves? Because we're already seeing that with you two. Are you all just constantly writing things down, pitching it, texting each other? Let's try this.
100%. It's a lot of trial and error. We definitely have every single week, and we still are. We're finding our groove, even though we're the champions. We have only recently this year been tagging, so it's kind of seeing what fits, what makes sense. We luckily have very, I think, similar energies and personalities in ways, so it's been really fun and I think a perfect fit. We've definitely tried some things and thought, that's not really good, that doesn't work. But we're definitely finding our groove, and it's just fantastic working with her. I think we gel very well together.
I think the biggest question people want to know is, when are you going to get a hobby? When are you just going to find something to do? That is something that amazes people every single time they find out you can do not a new thing to you, but a new thing that we find out about. What are there any left that we don't know about, or are you waiting to secretly reveal those along the line?
It's funny. I actually was thinking about this the other day. I've got a few things up my sleeve that people don't know I do, but I think I'm going to be tactful with how I reveal them to the world.
Well, I've got a bone to pick with you, because you brought in the Mercedes Muppet, and all of a sudden I've got people on my staff that demanded I create puppets or pay for puppets. They're really? Not cheap.
I know. They are not cheap. No, they are not. That's why, there's a labor of love that comes with ventriloquism. I will say that. But yes, I am ecstatic that people are falling in love with ventriloquism again, because it is what I like to think anyway. It's a lost art form. So I love that Minnie Monet has been accepted with such, welcome arms.
Was there talk of that being merchandised? And what's the process that goes along to even undertake something like that? Because you make them too, right?
I made Minnie Monet to a degree. There was a base, and then obviously she was created to be in the image of Mercedes. Also, we have Chris from Wardrobe, who was fantastic and made her gear. So it was a labor of love from a few, different people. I will say stay posted, because there is, high demand for these kind of things. You never know what might come in the year to come. We'll see. I think that a lot of people have been demanding that people are speaking, so I've been listening. We'll see what's around the corner.
Who on the roster do you think would transition the best to a puppet besides Mercedes?
Transition to a puppet. Honestly, sometimes I think myself, I'm like, should I do a little me? Is that weird? Should I have like a little alter ego? I also will say, I think it's only fair that like Willow would be like perfect as well too. She has such a bright, bubbly, beautiful, entertaining personality, and I think that is, puppets get to bring joy, I think, to the world, and I think she naturally brings joy. So that would be an easy transition to have a Willow puppet.
Among this list of talent you have, a lot of people, they actually first saw you years ago on WWE's YouTube channel because you had a song which did great numbers for them, by the way, with I believe it was Scarlett and Shotzi. Yeah.
Yes, that was a little fun passion project we did. And it's funny because I actually feel like that before I started wrestling, that's what I was doing. I was doing music with a lot of wrestlers. I wrote and produced the theme song for Cass and Jess, The Inspiration. I wrote a song for The Party, which was, Claudio and Breeze and Woods. Gosh, who am I missing? Claudio, Breeze, Woods. Who am I missing? Who's the fourth?
Oh my gosh, Adam, right?
Adam. I'm sorry, I love him. Yes, that was fun. And then I wrote and produced the theme song for QTV, and I did my current one now. So I definitely think that was the beginning of stuff that I did with wrestling before I was wrestling, was doing music for wrestling.
When the QTV things first happened, QT was telling me, like, watch out for her. She's going to be the one that breaks out of this. Like, she's going to be the one that people are talking about. But I mean, like, you get support from your colleagues a lot. I remember specifically you did a performance, maybe it was in Vegas or somewhere around there, and a bunch of the AEW wrestlers came and supported you there.
They did. They were so wonderful. And I will say a big shout out to QT, because he definitely got me this incredible opportunity to be in AEW, and I credit him to having my career the way it is now. So big thank you and shout out to him. And yes, I've performed a lot of I used to sing all over America when I first got my green card. I also did perform for free when I first moved here because I couldn't legally be paid, but that was my background, was music and performance and theater and that kind of thing. But it was really nice when we were in Vegas and I had that show, and I was very new to the company, and the entire roster basically came to support me, and it was cool because I thought, oh, this is really nice. It's like a little family, and it still is. It's awesome. Like, every time I do something of that nature, like, people come and support me, and I think it's really nice, and that's what makes our workplace so special.
So you're a tag team champion now. From what I could find in research, your first ever tag team partner is current TNA tag team champion Cassie Lee.
Yes, so her and I, we went on a little Australia tour a while ago for World Series Wrestling, and she was my first taste of tag team shows on the indies. And now it's funny. Yeah, I didn't actually connect the dots until you said it just now. I'll have to send her a message and go, guess what? I just found out, not because I'm smart, but because someone else pointed it out. But that's very, very cool, very full circle, isn't it?
What makes Australian women specifically so funny? Because I have not met an Australian woman that is not hilarious. Like, between you two, between you all, Jess, Shaza, like, Shaza once told me you have to be funny because everything's trying to kill you out there.
I mean, that's a good point. I think we're very laid back people, and we have a very dry sense of humor. And I think it's honestly just embedded in our culture. You kind of grow up and everyone's making a joke. Everyone's got a big similar personality. I've noticed that about all of us. Like all of us wrestlers who are, even if we're from different walks of life in Australia, I'm like, we do have a lot of common personality traits and definitely the way we like to mess around, joke around.
So we've mentioned like your hobbies, your talents, obviously pretty good at your day job too. You're holding that championship.
Woo.
Do you like, is there something that you've noticed that like makes learning curves easier for you? Are you able to focus more? What do you attribute to your ability to pick these things up and become so good at them in such short order? Well, seemingly short order. I don't know how long you played guitar or sang before it came out to the world.
I think once I become interested in something, I become hyper focused. And I've just been that way my whole life. Like once I say I'm going to do that, I do it. And then if I hear that I can't do it, or I'm told that I'm never going to do it, that also lights a fire in me. But I will attribute it to, I'm a very hyper and energetic person, and my mind is so busy. I feel like I thrive when I'm learning, and I feel happiest, and that I'm, doing the best in life when I'm, learning new things. But I definitely will say that once I want to do something, I will do it. And I'm super competitive. I want to reach the top of it.
You've just had an insane like 6 weeks. Of course, there's World's End this weekend on HBO pay-per-view. There was winning the tag titles. You faced Athena on ROH as well.
Yeah.
And then there's Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts, yeah.
Such incredible reception from the audience. How was that for you? Because that was just an insane match.
I was so honored to be a part of it. And again, like you said, I just reflect on the year and think, holy crap, like what a year. What a wrap up to the year also. Blood and Guts was amazing. I'm so proud of us. I think that we really, showed what we could do. Physically, definitely one of the hardest things I've done in my life. I will say, I think at about the half an hour, 40-minute mark, I definitely got to a point where I was hurting. Like after those belt shots started coming, my soul left my body for a little bit. Obviously we didn't get the win on that, but I will say we put up a damn good fight. And I'm really, really proud to have been a part of it. And it's put a fire under all the women. I will say that I think we are ready for the next one to come.
I mean, you could probably say that you have had the most consistent feud with Mercedes throughout this year, across tag team wrestling, across, Blood and Guts, and the singles stuff earlier this year. Yeah. How was that performing in your home country in this type of spot? And honestly, showing very directly like how far you've come.
It was amazing being home and leaving Australia, coming to America, not knowing what I was going to do. There's a lot of sacrifice and risk that came with that. And it's not been easy for the most part. And there were times when I was learning to, to train, to wrestle, and I didn't know if I was going to make it and if it was going to work out. And getting to go home and have that moment more than anything was just that moment that I realized, okay, it was worth it. It did work out, and I'm proud of myself. But it also made me go, this is just the beginning, and this is now the time to level up. And getting to work with her has taught me that. She has opened my eyes to the level of success that she currently has, and, the incredible athlete she is, and watching her work ethic has made me go, okay, that is the level that is required to be successful. That is how hard you work to be a legend in this field. And I think that definitely inspired me and rubbed off on me. And, I think she should watch out, because she is making me hungrier, and I'm going to be training harder. And we aren't done. And speaking of which, I'm going to be seeing her at World's End. So I think that is the next challenge on my list when it comes to her. So thank you, Mercedes, for everything you've taught me, but you might have taught me a little too much.
Well, Harley, I want to thank you so much. Of course, a reminder, AEW World's End this weekend. I'll be live for a post show, but you can check it out December 27th. It is at Hoffman Estates at the Now Arena, HBO Max pay-per-view. It is the 2024 and 2025 Fightful Award winner. It will be in the mail.
Yay! Thank you so much. I'm honored to have made you all laugh. Thank you.
And we are honored to have you. Until next time, my friends, we are out.
See ya.
If you're a wrestling fan and you're not using NordVPN, what are you doing? WWE content in its own, all with with one Netflix subscription, thanks to nordvpn.com/Fightful. Right now, in order to watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, PLEs, you need Netflix, you need CW Network, you need USA, you need Peacock for Saturday night's main event and ESPN Unlimited, or you get nordvpn.com/Fightful. Download the app. It's very easy. Pay the basic tier, just $2.98 a month it averages out to, and you can access all that WWE content with one Netflix account. Just change your virtual location and you are set. It is a must-have for wrestling fans, especially as money gets tighter and especially as you got to go everywhere to get wrestling content. Head over to nordvpn.com/Fightful because it's not just that feature. There's so many more that you can check out over at nordvpn.com/Fightful. We've had hundreds, if not thousands, of wonderful users report back about their great viewing experience here. nordvpn.com/Fightful.